This is the inside scoop on what is going to be the memorandum of understanding in terms of the push that's coming in from India. Let's tell you that New Delhi will be pushing for agreements on energy cooperation, trade, especially fertilizers supply, because remember, Russia, Ukraine and Belarus are the largest suppliers of fertilizers, and in fact India needs steady supplies to control inflation. Defense manufacturing and cooperation is yet another tightrope walk for India, given the sanctions that have been imposed on Russia by the larger West, especially the United States. Let's quickly go across to Anand. Anand, a very good morning to you. You know, the interesting aspect is that this talk on fertilizers especially is coming a year after Russia stopped giving discounts to India. Having said that, how can India now correct this trade imbalance that we have between New Delhi and Moscow?
Well, morning to all our viewers. And before we talk about the big development, have a look at this.
Heartwarming visuals indeed.
Yeah, this is the entire Indian community which is ready to welcome Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is expected here any moment now. We're just sitting here, and that's the dais where he's going to come. And he comes with good tidings. And I have to say, at this point in time, that I'm just going to, so he comes around with good tidings. He comes around with the fact that those Indian citizens will be repatriated who have been tricked into working with the Russian military. But the other aspect which is important is that Prime Minister Narendra Modi is going to underline the importance of the Kisan, because fertilizer supply is one of the aspects of trade which is going to be critical and which is going to be kept as important. You can see the performances right behind me as they are performing, the artists are performing. But I just will quickly also tell you that Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Bharat has very clearly said that the solution for war cannot be found on the battlefield. Dialogue and diplomacy are important. Respecting the UN Charter is paramount. And territorial sovereignty, territorial integrity must be respected for all. So, and Bharat, as what it faced with Galwan and the Chinese aggression, knows very well what an assault on territorial integrity actually means. The other aspect which I'd like to tell our viewers is that because of Kisan hit, Russia, Belarus and Ukraine are the largest exporters of fertilizer to Bharat. We import most of our fertilizer from them. And we want all of the Kisan interests to be addressed so that there is no issue of rural inflation. And that is something which the Prime Minister very clearly wants, addressed. Let's just go back to these visuals. The artists are performing, and I'm showing you these pictures live. These are all Russian artists. They've learned classical style. They've learned Kuchipudi. They've learned Odissi. They've learned Bharatanatyam. They're learning Kathak. Some of them are trained in India. Some of them are trained here.
Anand, you know, those visuals speak 1,000 words for themselves, only go on to also highlight the bonhomie that is shared between the two countries, not to forget the cultural ties, the Indian diaspora, which is, 14,000 strong over there, not to forget the very many international students that Moscow is currently nurturing, 25 to 30,000 at the moment as we learn. Do take us through what you're learning in terms of all these attendees at the events. Who are these attendees? What parts of the community are they from? Are they businessmen? Are they students, doctors? Who all?
Well, this community that you see in front of me, there are a lot of Russians. There are a lot of people who have now made Russia their home. They are Indian citizens. And just now the announcement has been made that in 5 minutes all doors are going to be sealed. The Prime Minister is about to arrive. I've spoken to some people. Lal Bahadur Shastri's grandson is present here. There are businessmen. There are people who have spent their life working between India and Moscow are present there. People from the pharmaceutical industry present here. People from trade present here. People from multiple industries who are present here. This community has a lot of expectations, and they believe that India-Russia Maitri can go to newer levels. Now, they want a mandir in Moscow. They want visa solutions. They want Russians to offer citizenship, or perhaps an option where long-term visa are coming in and going between the two nations is easier. All of these aspects are important, which are significant, which have been spoken about. There are members of the Indian community. Let me try and speak with them. Namaste. Hi, what's your name? You're live right now on CNN News 18.
I am
Swamiji. Swamiji, yeah, Swamiji, let me ask you, how is Moscow for Bharatiya, the India-Russia equation? How would you define it?
There's common people sentiment. They're very inclined towards Indian culture and traditions, and also the eternal traditions, eternal religion that is based on Upanishads and Gita. So they are very much interested, and we are teaching them Sanskrit and Upanishads and Gita. So much urge for learning, and you cannot imagine. In our country, you cannot see. Common people.
What more can we do as a country together, as nations together?
Understand more what India stands for. So the more we study India, the more the two type of civilization will come up.
Two type of civilization will come up. Let me just turn the camera and ask the lady and the gentleman, Namaste. What's your good name? Sujata ji, Namaste. And sir, what's your good name? Rajagopalan. What is your expectation from the Prime Minister? He's going to come in just a bit.
What really needed for us to government for the relationship between India and Russia was really looking towards India as a solid partner and payments to bottleneck. So we are looking for some kind of an announcement in terms of easing up the payment barriers in India.
Spirituality is a challenge, ladies and gentlemen, and many are calling for a mandir in Moscow. Do you agree there should be a mandir in Moscow, a big mandir in Moscow, like in Abu Dhabi? So, all right. So they are saying spirituality is an aspect. India and Russia, there is a connection where spirituality. We're not allowed to bring our big camera equipment and mic here, ladies and gentlemen. In sometime we'll be asked to shut this down also as we bring you these pictures. So there are cultural activities. The flag is waving high. I'm just going to show you as I talk to you over these pictures. Look at this. Very proudly, the tricolor being waved. It's good to see. It's a very small community event, about 500 to 600 people who are sitting here. Very organized. A lot of members of the Indian community, the diaspora who are present here. But there you go. Vande Mataram. So Vande Mataram and Bharat Mata Ki Jai. These are the conversations. This is what is being said. I'm just going to take my seat because we're being asked to sit down now. These pictures are live right now. Coming in from this area. Yes, Akanksha, you were talking about, who are the people? I think people from all walks of life. I've spoken to students, I've spoken to people who have come to Moscow to make the jobs, for setting up businesses. They believe that the environment is very friendly. In fact, a lot of students have requested that there should be extended visas for them to finish their studies here and then continue to work here in Moscow, because they say the pay here in Moscow is very good. They need skilled labor, they need people, there are opportunities. Language is a barrier, but it takes about 6 months to a year, depending upon your own affinity to a particular language, to learn Russian. And once you learn Russian, you can really fly your way here. And this is a land of great opportunity for Bharatiyas. More importantly, I think because of the affinity, there is a certain friendliness which is there. And you can feel it. I could feel it on the vibe when people may not know your language, but they want to engage with you. The moment you say you're from India, you're from Bharat, there's a smile. And then they say something from a film they know, an actor they know, one line in Hindi or one word in Hindi, whatever they know, but they welcome you. And that's important. Back to you.
Anand, before I quickly let you go, they're saying, all right, I'm being told that you are the man in demand and perhaps you have more lines scheduled right now, and we will keep coming back to you throughout the day. For now, thank you so much. Enjoy the event.